Okay, so we're live. Okay, and so we've been working on this character, and today we are gonna do the retopology for this character. I mean, this is kind of complete. There are some things that uh need some work, like the face, the eyebrows, and things like that. But I'll be working on that separately, not in the stream. But today we are gonna do the retopology for this whole character. Hopefully I can finish it in time, but let's see. So I use Blender for the retopology because why not? Blender is awesome. And this is a very low poly version of the high poly I was working on. So the high poly I was working on, there was like what 9 million polygons, and this is only 1.2, which is 570K poly. 570 is okay, Blender can handle it. Yeah, let's keep it on. Okay, so I use what is Retopology. I use Retopology for doing the retopology, and it's very intuitive actually. So you just go to mesh, add a single word, where is it? Object origin only. Okay, and then you are by default in the edit mode. So then you just go and start Retopology. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but that's okay. We have time. So yeah, it's actually this is the only part that bothers me is whenever you get into the readable flow and coming back is instantaneous, but yeah, always it always lowers whenever you wanna do this kind of things. Yeah, that's kind of an issue for me, but except for that, it's all good. So all we need is just the polypens. It's like the bread and butter for it overflow. So I normally start with the eyes. You hit control. Okay, so here are your options. Where is it? Polypen. I have kept it to quad only. So when you are in quad only, you can hit a point, then another point, then you get a quad. Yeah, by the way, I'm hitting, I'm pressing control all the way. You can go try, quad, try only, edge only. It's normally you only need quad only because less steps. Anyway, so let's start. So I normally start with here, one quad here, two, three, four, and five. So five is normally okay. Like, of course, it's gonna need a lot of adjustment later, but for now, five is okay. And here we go. We have a ring that goes across the eyes, and that's pretty much all we need for now. So yeah, this is where I normally start. You make a loop around the eyes, then let's just make the all the loops. So when you are just starting out working on your character, what unhandled expected exception was thrown, such unexpected. If this happens again, please report the bug. Should I report it? Why not? Um, looks like what's happening? All we are having is errors today. Let's just save it. Huh, weird. This never happens, by the way. This is the first time I have ever encountered this. This is the body. Let's decimate it. Now what? Let's keep a copy of this. I don't think I need this version. I have the sclera, the cornea. I don't need that. I can absolutely delete this. Body, Shift A, Shift A. Move it to the scene collections, and let's just keep it hidden. Now we can add a Control S, always Control S, decimate modifier. Then I'm sure we can go to 0.2. It's gonna take some time. Let it cook. Let it cook. So it became 200. Let's go 0.1, like so. We don't really need any details over there because it's all gonna be uh projected by the high poly later. It's gonna bake later, so it's okay. Apply this because why not? Hmm. Yeah, at the starting it's just all a waiting game because everything loads very slowly. Oh, it's maybe because I have a very pretty low end device. I don't really recommend keeping the, you know, modifier on, mirror modifier on, because uh, it interferes with the viewing. So yeah, I hope everything is okay now. Okay, let's try to do that. One quad. Yeah, so what I was talking about then? Yeah, when we are working on this, the main thing to do is try to keep it as locally as possible. Mainly because, of course, we are gonna increase the polygon, but for now, when you're working, you you need it to be as low poly as possible because you can see that what's going on. Yeah, so yeah, so when we're gonna connect these things, like this loop to will make a nose loop, lot of loops, we're gonna need to connect this, right? So at that time we can always add some edge loops and just connect this. So keeping it very low poly is nice. That's all I'm gonna say. So we have 4 faces on top, 4 on bottom. That's pretty good. It's gonna be the mouth loop. We are gonna need a nose loop. Let's make it happen. We'll start from around here. We'll go like this. As low as possible. Okay, that's the motto here. These are not aligned with the, symmetrical axis, but that's fine because we're just doing the groundwork right now. It's nothing final. Okay, so that's gonna be the nose loop. Let me show you something here. We're gonna go with this one, two. We could have gone more, but let's keep it globally because we're gonna subdivide it again. And after that, we're gonna add more loops because I'm trying to make this character as realistic as possible. Then from here, one to all the way here. Then this one is gonna go like this, and let's say this. See how everything is just connecting? And even if they're not, it's fine. We can always add some loops and make them connect. Like this one is not gonna connect. That's fine. We're gonna add some loops over there soon enough. So yeah, this here is gonna be a star. A star is something. Okay, look at this one. So when there are faces arranged in a normal way, one vertex uh, will be connected to four faces. But in this one vertex is connected to one, two, three, four, five faces. And we normally call it a star. There is gonna be one star over here too. It's gonna go like this and then this. So you want to keep the stars where there won't be as much deformation like in this place. Of course, there will be some, but it's uh it's very low compared to the other regions. Like let's say this one, it's gonna be a lot of motion in the eyes, in the brows. So you can't add a star over there. Okay. We can have one star over here because that's how it is. When you're working on something symmetrical like this, usually it tends to happen. So yeah, what did I do here? I made another star over here. I could have, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make the star over here. Now, if you look at it from from the front view, you can see um, it's gonna be mirrored from here, right? So this loop goes like this and then comes like this and then it connects all the way over here. This is one loop. This is another one. These are the main two loops for eyes. One that needs to be around the eye and another one that kind of goes all over the place. So yeah, that's kind of it. And it connects nice. Can go over here. By the way, this is not really uh like the most the only way of doing the nose loop because a lot of people do it in a lot of way, and that's fine. There is gonna be it's gonna be like this all the way over to the chin like that. By the way, you can see how big I'm keeping the polygons right now, because the bigger they are, it's the easier they are to manage at this phase. And what happens is when I'm working on the face, I normally get bored. Yeah, so I go ahead and I do something else. Okay, okay. So we are gonna have something like this. Like let me show you. If I show you right now, then okay, keep it for later. We'll come back. We're not going anywhere, right? So yeah, we are gonna need another loop that will come from here, I guess. Let's see how that looks. Maybe we can get it from here. Let's keep it from here. It's okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. We can add a loop here so that it just connects you. There we go. It's one loop. Although no, it's not. Let me check how this loop goes, because maybe I'm wrong. Mouth retopology. What they do is, yeah, they make this the whole loop. Awesome, we can do that. So we are gonna end up with a star over here. And who doesn't like a star, right? So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete this face. Then we're gonna delete this one. Actually, no, let's delete this one. So this loop, this will come around like this, and then from its edge it's gonna be like this. See, now that's a loop. It goes all the way around the mouth to the chin. So yeah, that's how you do it. And we can always just do this one. So let's not worry about that right now. Okay, so you can see people do all kinds of stuff here. So this guy is making another loop for the chin, but a lot of people are not. This is the same image. Here, they are not doing it like that. In here, they are also not doing it like that. So yeah, it's basically like preference, whatever you need, whatever you want. Once you understand how like the flow works and how an object is going to deform, it's gonna be pretty easy. I like this one. It has all the supporting edges, so let's make this one. So what it does is we need to take it up here, also make some space underneath, and we are gonna make this loop go like this. And of course manage it. So what we did there is the jaw loop that I wanted to have, that is there, and also the mouth loop is there. So it's kind of a win-win. Now that we're making progress, let's see about the it's gonna be kind of tricky working on the insides because we have polygroups in ZBrush, but we don't have anything like that in Blender. So let's see. We're gonna find some workaround. Nothing to be worried about. Let's start another loop here. Well, let's not. Let's do the head part first. So the first loop will start from here. We're just gonna go all around in bigger faces. We just want to cover this whole part. Uh, and here we go. This is gonna be half of the head. Then from here we can just keep going. The ears, it's always interesting to do the ears because I never get the uh, same kind of retopo in any of my ear retopos. It's because it's kind of different. Nobody has the ear retopo. Let's see. Okay, they are having the loop. They are having the loop. Let's do that. So for us to have the loop, we want to keep all the loops separated so that if we need to add any other loops, it'll be like we'll have some space over there. Like this one, this guy has it all separated. Let's do that. This is gonna go here. All of you. We're gonna make some space over here for adding another kind. What am I saying? So yeah, we're gonna make something like this. This is gonna be a loop that goes all around the ear, and it's gonna keep the ears separated, and that's gonna be a lot helpful when doing the UVs. You don't have to manually select a lot of polygons, and that's a very nice thing. You can connect these. We'll go like this, like this, like now we can manage this, manage the distribution so that it won't look as funky as it was looking. That's pretty good. So we have the loop around the ear. It connects all the way over there. Then in here we can add something like this. This is gonna be here. So what I'm trying to make is this loop goes basically behind it. Behind. No, it goes under this loop. So it's kind of a supporting loop for the jaw loops. I actually kind of struggle in the neck region, so we're gonna check that out. Now let's just complete the face retopology. I don't want this much. It's fine. It's easier. Let's just do that. How are they making it? I'm just trying to look where the stars are because that's pretty important. You need to know, you need to keep your stars organized. Here is one star, here is another. Actually, this is the part I'm looking for. It's fine. Well. Look at that. We have some problem. This is not how the face goes. This loop goes like this. This is gonna be here to here. So this is the loop. Hmm. So the lips are separated and the loop goes in this part. Let's make it bigger and let's take this a little bit up. Ouch, my posture, man. Okay, so this is the loop. It's okay, we can refine it later. And then what? Someone is watching? But nobody, I don't know, texted anything. Anyway, so we need to make this. Okay, we're gonna make this. So they are making this, the whole loop goes around like this. This is the loop around the eyes. It goes like this. It's like this. So they have a star over here. They don't have any stars over here. Okay. You know what? That's actually a good thing. Oh, I'm gonna absolutely copy it right now. Then when I have this loop over here, I can have the star over here. Let's delete. Nah, I don't need to delete this. I can just add. Hmm. You know what? Let's just completely delete this row. Ah, why, you ask? Well, it's gonna be a lot cleaner to make those loops. We need a star like in this place here, because this is the place that is not going to move much, and that can be a very good place for our star. Let's just make the star, because after that we can be pretty sure, okay, that is not a star. That is gonna be a star. How, how does this connect? Okay, so if I'm trying to make the loop that goes around the eyes, will come over like this, and there won't be any stars over here, and the star will switch shift to here, which I don't want. And you know what? I think I got it. I could be wrong, but let's try it. If I make this go like this, nah, that won't work. I don't understand. This is one, this is two. Okay, so they are keeping a kind of a buffer loop around these loops, and I have this all merged over here. What can I do now? Adding a loop not work. That won't work. I need to delete this. Ripping is not supported. I know that. Yeah, we can delete this. Delete the faces. Also this one. Then we can take this lower. You know what? We didn't need to. And just like that, we can have this. It's our one loop here. It can be connected like that. So this one is the loop that goes like this. And then here we can add that star. Nope, that's wrong. This one needs to be all the way over here. I have the star here, but I want the star here. That sounds tricky. By the way, face is actually the most trickiest part because it has all these loops that needs to be perfect. And maybe after the face, we can have the toes and fingers. Those are also tricky. Let's see. And let's just do this one and see what happens. We can make one star over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little distracted. I mean, not distracted. I got a little more focused. Like I was thinking on why can which loop go where, and this can be like this. Let's make this a little bigger for adding more loops, and we can close this one actually. Can be like that. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of a special one because we're gonna have a square here. Yeah, they all do. Why is that? Well, it's because when you have a lot of loops and that that square will act like a, you know, uh, what's it called? Turnaround, turnabout. I don't know, something, it called something something. And yeah. So having this square here, as you can see, it kind of gives it the flow that everything comes from this side will go here, and coming from here, it will just act as a guide pretty much, and it will strengthen the loops while deforming, of course. Let's see, we have 1 2 3 4 over here and 1 2 3 4 over here. Well, that that's awesome. We can all just closed. Nah, let's add another one here. I don't like the distribution over here. It's very thin actually. Maybe we can extend this loop a little bit. Let's do that. Why is it not selecting it? Let's make it come here, and then these a little bit. Okay, so what do we need? We need knife. With the knife, we can, that's fine. We can make it go like from this to this to this. And after that's done, it goes like this. It should go like, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. This is the one we're doing it right. Let's dissolve this, dissolve the edge. Of course, this whole thing. So, okay, polypen. By doing this, we're trying to, kind of minimize the strain that's gonna, yeah, this face should go. So does this. Let's also take this one out. Now that we have the loops, these are not perfect loops, but these are loops. This is the actually the main troublesome thing over here. Only this loop is okay. This is not a loop. So is this. This is also not a loop, and we need those loops. See how clean it is? Maybe I should just delete the whole eyes thing and start over. Let's do that. Like, why not? The ear loops are fine. X edges, not edges. Let's delete the, oh, okay. Select this one too. Like, why would you stay alone? We should go. Okay, someone's watching. Hmm. Select this edge. Okay, now time for the whole loop. This one is gonna go there. Just like that, we have this loop over here. And then I don't know, man. For some reason, I'm just not able to do it today. Look at this. This is the start. This is what I want to do. And for some reason, I just can't do it. You know what? This is actually way too apart. Let's make that distribution like a little better. This is of course not the final distribution, but why not? I'm trying to make it as low poly as possible, and which is why uh, I'm kind of getting my butt kicked. It's okay, actually. I can do this. Let's delete, dissolve this edge. I do think we're gonna have a star over here. Let's see. I'm not so sure. Because of this spot is getting way too um I'm gonna delete this shit. I need this one over here. So having the star over here, it kind of makes it look good. And that's all I need. Three over here, and 4 over here. And I make it like this. Yeah, I can dissolve these edges, then make it come here. Here we go, here we go. And then, of course, this needs a little bit of redistribution. I know I kind of messed up a little bit over there, but that's fine. Okay, now this is done. This one is gonna be like this. There's gonna be a star over here. This is gonna be a star, and there's only one way to get a star. Like this. Become like this. 1, 2, and 3. I got the star, but it's not looking very good. I want to delete this face. Why did I do the star? I'm pretty sure I don't need the star. Okay, so from here we can make the loop go like this. Like this. I don't want it to connect to anything just right now. I don't want a whole row of like vertices over here, so we're gonna come back later. For now, let's just finish making this loop. Now that this loop is done, maybe delete this one face. I want this to connect here directly. This one can go here. This one can connect like this. Nah, that looks bad. This one should go like this. I can get that here, but that wouldn't be like, that wouldn't work as anything. So let's see. Everything will work if I add one here, then it can go over here, and then this can go over here. These are very stretched. Let's add another one. Of course not. I'm gonna need more resolution over here. Should I add this as a whole loop or not? Maybe not. I have a lot of loops over there. I don't need another one, especially because this is gonna be subdivided. So no, actually, I am gonna need another loop. It's mainly because of this. Now that's done. You can come over here, add a loop like this. We have three, right? Just add another one like here. This is all closed up. And of course, we can relax all of these a little bit. It somehow doesn't look very good for some reason. Maybe because of this one, this vertex. Um, so this can be only one loop, right? But if I loop this one, how'll that work? This will look instantly awful. Like, no. Let's just make this loop first, and then we'll think what to do with this one. So this is one loop. It's a complete loop. Then this is kind of a complete loop. But this is not a complete loop. What we can do here is maybe delete this one so I can see where it's going. Um, okay, okay. The loops that those are coming from here, this would go over here, like this one going to through the lips. This one is going through the lips. This is not going through the lips. This is the main one. I can't just this is okay. This can be okay if we connect this. This can be what if I let's see. Let's dissolve edges. So this one goes like this, and we have a triangle. This one goes like this, of course. I need to add another loop, which I absolutely didn't want. No, no, man. I'm somehow living with a triangle. Where is the triangle coming from? Maybe because I made this loop. Let's see if I connect this one over here. Oh, sorry. Then, nope, it's not working. You know what? Let's leave this be and let's work on the torso. That's fun. I'm gonna go with contour. It's gonna be very easy. Trust me. Oh, sorry. This one is going to. No. We are gonna start from here. 16 seems okay. Let's keep it that way. It should go to like 12. I'm just making random numbers. There is no reason for me to have 12 vertices here. It's just, I don't know, 12 seems like a good number. There, you have the hands and the legs, just like that. We don't have the necks, but that's fine. Let's connect this. Ah, let's not do anything heavy work right now. It's just, let's work on the face. You know what? Let me delete all these. I can see now what is going where. This is the loop that's the main loop that I'm concerned about. And these are the mouth loops. Okay. What if I join these? Nothing's happening. That's that's not a very good idea, by the way. If I make this, that becomes weird. What if these are just, do I need one more loop here? I don't really know actually. Let's add one. One, two, three. I'm sure it's not that easy. One, two, and then three. Now we're left with nothing. We are getting a triangle, man. The only way to not have a triangle is if I take a little bit here, then add another here. What is this? It's not any loop. It's not looping or anything. What if I get rid of this? Some wedges. Now I have what? One here, right? This can flow like this. Absolutely. I can have this, and then a bit. Okay. I can connect this one if I want. So I have this loop, I have this loop, but I have a triangle. Which can be absolutely solved by having that loop over there, but let's not do that. This one is not a part of this. What if I delete this one? This face could come like this. Let's try that. This face is coming like this is going to somewhere, but this one have no loop right now. Now it does. If I just connect this, then this, then this, now I do have a closed loop. It's not the best that I want, but this will have to do. Okay, that's fine. That's actually okay. Let's close the nose. Working on the lips is gonna be hard because of the space. But let's see. How is this gonna work? They're having a loop over here, and I'm not gonna do that. No more loops. This is the only loop I'm gonna do. Why do I have, I'm getting the feeling that I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that kind of turned out better than expected, except for this part. If I just get rid of that um, loop, it all becomes good. Doing the inside of the nose, it's always like this. You don't like it, but you have to do it. Now, how am I gonna close this? One, two, three, one. Okay, I'm gonna end up with a triangle, and that's completely fine. The nose is done. Let's see how the neck works. Uh, we can go to what ear? No, let's say. Let's go to neck retopo. Do they do? They're making this loop come down here, and then they're making this same. Okay, so this is where the loop is going on like this. One, two, one. That's fine, I can do that. I don't need to do this here. What I'm more interested in to know is how they do this. It's okay. I can see that this is like the, maybe not. Okay, okay, okay. They're doing it um like it is in the skirt. They're making this edge come down, which is kind of smart actually, because this is how it actually is. There's gonna be like this whole structure. Then um this can go like this. Maybe not. Let's come down here. This is gonna go like this to this. Do I need to make some reductions over here? I usually do that, but I don't know if that's how I should do it or not. Go like this. Maybe I should make it loop a little bit. This can loop over itself. What happened to this one? That's weird. Nothing's happening over there. I don't know what happened, but it's fine. I deleted it. This one also could come down here like this. One triangle is fine. This triangle is not gonna hurt anyone. Okay, now that's becoming less over here. Like 3 polygons is not enough. This part is getting stretched. Let's start another one here because you know what, this comes down from that. So here we go. And we're doing a 3-to-1 reduction in this place. So it'll look like this. We need a 3-to-1 reduction, right? So this is our third. Now we can reduce it. Actually, no, this is not a 3-to-1. This is 1, 2, 3 goes just by the side. There. You happy now? Maybe this comes for this one. Triangle is supposed to be here. I could just add a loop and then just connect it. Awesome. Let's say another one here. Okay, now we're having some problem over here. Hmm, that's kind of a funky looking neck. So I have done the, I need to move it to up there. And when you think you are done, you like here. Oh, hell no. Patches, is that gonna work? I don't know. Nope. There are a lot of tools over here that I have never used, and I don't plan to. I don't even plan to, because if it's working, then I'm fine. And just the polypin and usually, not usually, sometimes the what's that called, the loop tools. What's that? Loops. Both of these are just fine for me, and I don't wanna do anything else. I'm like a stubborn old geezer right now. Okay. Into the neck, I don't need to look at it. But it's actually pretty good to have references. When you have references, you are less likely to make mistakes and more likely to um, make just better work. That's just how it is. Let's close this up. You know what? Let's make the head too. I'm pretty much done with this. How many does I have? Do I have a one, two? You can add in here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I should add another one like this, and then I should add it like this. You know, just in case I need another loop, I won't have to delete this. One, two, this will work. So to make it centered. This one a little bit too, and this one too. Just by doing these really big shapes, we're pretty much done. Of course, we are gonna need some more um, loops over here. How many loops? I don't know. I never usually know. I just eyeball this. You know what, before I do that, let me Just let me just cover this thing up because why not? Um, okay, this can delete this. Faces, yeah. From here to the faces. Linked works, yeah, okay. Faces. Now that I'm left with only this, it will be pretty easy to work with. I don't want it to be closed right now, so this one surely become like this. It's way too stretched, but I hope that's fine. This can work. Then four. How much do I have? One. One and two. Yep, it's all done. This could work. Let's do one, then two, and then connect this. Just like that. One, two, three. Need another two, one, then two. It's pretty much done. So is this one? Oh no. Now that I did it, I can't add any more loops. I still have some tricks up in my sleeve. I can just make it like this because I don't mind adding any loops like this, but I don't want to add any more vertically. Luckily, I don't have to. I can add one loop over here. That's okay. That's just okay. କଣ ହେଲା? ନା ରହ ଟିକେ ଖୋଲିଲେ କଣ ଫରକ ପଡୁଛି? ଚାଲିଛି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆରେ ସେ
ହୁଁ
ଅଧଘଣ୍ଟା ଟାଇମ୍ ଅଛି ଟୋଟାଲି ଜଣା ପଳେଇବ ତାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗାଡ଼ି ରହିବ ନା
ହୁଁ
ସେ ଘର ଜାଣିନି ପ୍ଲସ୍ ମୋତେ ଡିପୋଜିଟ୍ କରିବାର ଅଛି ଏଇଠି କୋଉଠି କହିଲା କହିଲା ତମ ସାଙ୍ଗ ଘର ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ତାକୁ କହିଲି ଆମ ଘରଟା ସେ ଜାଣିପାରିଲାନି।
ଆମ ଘର ପାଖେ ଅଛି ସେ।
ହଁ ତ ସେ ହେଲେ ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଏଇଥର ମୋର ବାଲାନ୍ସ ନାହିଁ ମୋତେ କଲ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ତୋ କଲ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଁ ମୋ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିମ୍ ଏଇନେ ସରିବ। ହୁଁ କଣ?
ଜଲ୍ଦି ଖାଇବି
ହୁଁ
ଫୋନ୍ଟା କଲି ଆଉ ମୋତେ କହିଲ ସକାଳୁ ସକାଳୁ ତ ମୁଁ ଲିଙ୍କ୍ ପଠେଇବି
ହୁଁ
ପେମେଣ୍ଟଟା କରିଦେବ
ହୁଁ
କାହିଁକି ଲିଙ୍କ୍ କିଛି ପଠଉନି ପେମେଣ୍ଟଟା ସ୍ଲଟ୍ଟା ବୁକ୍ ହବନି
ହୁଁ
ଡିଲେ କରିବ।